Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's a new year. We're starting off with my January Ipsy bag, and the theme of this month's bag is game face. So it's like a sporty theme, and the bag is kind of looks like some of that sportswear you would see. The little zipper pulls, kind of like, feels like a little shoestring type thing. And it's meshy feeling with some padding and that pretty fluorescent color on the inside, and I really like the colors. So the bag is, usually not what excites me about my Ipsy bag. It's the contents of the bag. And so I'm going to start out with what was in my bag that I like the least, or rather don't like. And that is the NYX Lingerie, I guess that's how you pronounce that. It's a liquid lipstick, and the shade is 07. Now, you all know me. If you've been watching my channel very long, you know this is not my color. And, I'm tired of the liquid lipsticks. The only ones that I've tried that I like at all are the Ofra. And I did get a NYX liquid lipstick that I don't think is this same formula. I think it came in a BoxyCharm maybe, but it was different than this, and the shade was more like a neutral shade for me, and I liked it. But I do not like this. I just swatched it on my hand, and I knew from the shade of it, it's just not, I'm not going to like it. So I was disappointed in that. And something that I've not tried yet, and this is a serum. I don't know how you pronounce that. Is that French? I don't know how you pronounce that when it has those little hyphen things. But it's by Jean Co. I don't know, y'all. But it looks like a nice serum. It's got a little pump. It's a hydrating and calming serum. So now I have got to the point where I am really liking the serums. I like how they go on. I like how they make my face feel. So, and my skin is more kind of dry to combination, maybe just a little bit oily around my nose area. But everything else is more like normal to dry, more on the drier side, especially now that it's wintertime. And so it always feels good when I can put that serum on and I can just feel it soaking in and hydrating and making my skin better. And another face product that came was the City Color Contour Palette. This is a highlighter, a bronzer, and a contour. And I'm wearing that right now. I'm not, seems like when I use the bronzer, I'm going to insert a little clip in here of me using this. And seems like the bronzer, I think it was more my foundation and stuff than the bronzer itself. That on my forehead kind of looks splotchy looking. But as far as the shade of it, even though it looks kind of orangey looking, I think it looks fairly well on when I look into my monitor in my mirror. I like how it looks. Now the contour, and I think you'll see in this clip, looked rather dark, but I was able to kind of blend it out, and maybe I just blended it completely away. But what I like best about this palette is the highlighter, and it's not a real, I don't think it's a real shiny, shimmery highlight. So it's more like, what I like is like a subtle highlight. It's not real glittery and, real glaring. So I like that. So you'll see that in this clip right here. I'm going to start with the bronzer in the middle. Here goes.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to try the contour shade. Ooh, it's dark. And then to use the highlighter, I'm going to use my fan brush. Okay, and the next thing is an eyeshadow. It's a single eyeshadow, and I think that's in the shade Posse. It's the Artiste, and I'm going to insert a little clip right here of me applying it. And I've used the little sponge tip applicator that came with it. So I'll insert that right here. Okay, before I put that eyeshadow on, I have used this shade as to set my eyeshadow primer, and then I use this middle shade here in the crease. And now I'm going to take this little sponge applicator that came with the eyeshadow to apply it. And the little applicator has the little double-ended sponge tip applicator, and one end is bigger than the other. I'm going to use the bigger end. Now, before I found YouTube, I always used these sponge tip applicators that come with the eyeshadows. So here we go. The only thing about using the sponge tip applicator with the eyeshadows is that it kind of, I've had them to the glue that they're on the little stick thing, they come unglued. And I know you can buy extras. So I'm going to put this all over my eyelid. That's a pretty nice shade. Of a neutral shade. I always get these shades. I did get a green one once, and it's not like that I really wear a lot of colored eyeshadows, but this is a wearable shade for me. Now, I don't know how that's looking on camera, but off camera, I like how it looks. It's like a mauve-y shade. And I like how it's applying with this little sponge tip applicator. Now I'm going to take the smaller end of that and put some on my lower lash line. Now I think when you have blue eyes, my opinion, with blue eyes you have to be careful when using pinks, because it can make you look like you have the pink eye. It's not a pretty look. And then the last thing that was in my bag is this dry shampoo, and I don't know how you pronounce that. Don't know how you pronounce that name. ORIBE. It's a dry shampoo. It's Gold Lust dry shampoo. So I'm going to try and do something with this flat hair with it right now. Shake it up right good. Now, you know, I love the Artiste dry shampoo for dark hair, because all the other, with my hair being dark, it usually looks just like I've put powder, white powder in it. So we'll see if this does the same thing or not. Okay, here goes. Smells good. Okay. Okay, did that give me any fluff? I like how it smells, and it did put a little bit of life back into my second day hair. And it was the kind that, you know, it didn't make my hair look white like I've got powder sprayed in it. And when I tested it on my hand before I started doing the video, and it didn't really look that like a thick white powder like some of them that I've tried before. And I've got these in my Ipsy bag and or BoxyCharm bags before. And so you know, in my dark hair, anything white is going to show up. Like my wisdom is starting to show more these days than it has before. So that's kind of makes me like the dark Artiste dry shampoo that I've been using, because it also makes my hair dark, but it makes it dull. So this doesn't look like it makes my hair that dull looking. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. So for the most part, I liked everything that came in my bag. I liked the dry shampoo. I like the contour palette fairly well, and I really like the eyeshadow that and the color, and I like how it applied. But the applicator stinks, smells like a balloon, you know, that just stinks. And then the serum that I've not tried yet, but it looks very nice. I like the packaging, and I believe it'll be pretty nice to use. And then the stinker was the liquid lipstick, and that color, you can just imagine my lips already have a lot of pigment, so you can imagine what that shade is going to look like on my lips. especially if I pucker up, if you know what I mean. Just imagine. Okay, so that was everything, and I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.